Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
On first down, Winters. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Winters.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnett.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 58 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnett. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Barnett. Incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To throw on 2nd down, Winters. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Barnett. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barnett.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Winters. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about the short form by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Barnett. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
On 1st and 10, Barnett, slant route, and he's got Addison. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, Barnett, complete, Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as he's up to the 45. Off play action. Barnett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Winters. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Back to throw. Winters. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake. Winters. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Winters. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
An extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Off play action. Barnett. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Barnett. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Winters. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hadley will get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Winters has taken in by his big tight end and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off the play fake. Winters. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll try to run this one in. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Operating from the gun, Barnett. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Winters able to find the open man. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And an Albuquerque 1st down.
Back to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now
just
you can go.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Off play action. Winters. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Winters throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Winters. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Winters. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Winters to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself, not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. On 1st down, Winters. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. Jacoby Brissett has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Voyagers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 2nd and 10.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
To throw again, Barnett. And he comes back with one complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barnett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Barnett. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Off the the play fake. Barnett over the middle and complete to Addison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd down. Barnett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Barnett, and his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, puts it on the carpet, it's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Winters. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Winters. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Hadley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Looking to throw on second down. Winters. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Winters. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off play action. Barnett. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He has his target. It's Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Barnett. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side. Hadley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd down now. Hadley pushes past him, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Winters, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Barnett.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone
and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Winters. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the bootleg. Winters. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnett to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd down and 4. Now a give, right side. Hadley, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Winters. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Barnett. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Barnett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Barnett. And this is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing to start the drive. Winters. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And an Albuquerque 1st down.
On 1st down, Hadley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
To throw on 2nd down. Winters. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Winters. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Winters. Looking middle, and that's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Barnett.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Albuquerque, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.